I don't know. Can you find it? Can you find your lucky card? I found mine. This really has nothing to do with today's stream, but I just got these in the mail from Dustin Thomas. A prototype for a project. Foreshadowing, perhaps. Well, in fact, it is foreshadowing exactly. A month of magic. Here we are. It's May. I did it. I don't know why I did it, but we're doing it. Trick-a-day May. And on that note, salutations, kindred spirits. Welcome to my magic party. We're going to be live on the YouTube platform every day this month. Hoping you can see me, hoping you can hear me, because we don't want to get started with any of the Conn classic technical whammies. I have a little loose cleanup. Hey, look at the kindreds. Let me say hello as I'm kind of live at a unique time here. Matthew, Gary. Hey, Gary, I got stuff from you in front of me. Tim Askins in the house. I have stuff from you directly in front of me. Cat, Rabbi Yitz, hello, Inspector Gadget, Alex, what's up, and Ira, and everyone that we love to have in our universe. We don't know Igor yet, but maybe we will before time goes by too fast. Here's who I know. Let me tell you about this. I know a lot of my channel members, and that's what I'm going to focus on here before I get doing the trick. And this will be a channel member giveaway. I'm going to do this at the end of the stream. It's a trio of magical items, the first of which was gifted by channel member Tim Askins. He said, hey, Doug, I got 2 of these books. Pass this one along. I thought it would be an ideal giveaway for members as it does cover some advanced subject matter. Subject matter I was happy to read before passing it along. Hey, you're also going to get a copy of my busking lecture notes, concrete busking advice from a con man. And then I have these in stock. I had some of these produced for my upcoming lecture events. This is a unique gaff of mine, a triple identity ace. You'll get the handling on how to use this. You'll get the gaff. You'll get all this package. And we will spin the wheel, time permitting, at the end of this stream. I want to pack up a couple other things here. Oh, I'm not packing this. Look what I got from Gary Henderson. The biggest gifter, like all I am right now is just the middleman for Gary Henderson, who is just continuing to shower this channel with greatness. I got news from him today that the pad, the winner from last week's contest, the Patrick Przecki close-up pad, your pad is on the way, and thanks to Gary for organizing that with Patrick. I got a book from him. We'll open that later. And hey, moving forward this week, I am looking to give this book away. I need a child. I need a young mind interested in magic. Leave a comment in the video, after the thing is aired, and let me know why your kid needs this book. And maybe along with that book, and I don't know, I'm still looking to give these away. Haven't quite found the home for the cups and balls set. This is from Juan Wachner. I threw in some load balls, and I threw in the wand and a book and some sponge balls. So you get a nice little cups and balls package. I'm looking to give away a little something each day this week, and not making to look this all about giveaways, but you guys need to know what's happening, because if I don't talk about it, no one else will. All right, so let's get to the subject at hand. What am I doing this month? Well, Trick-a-day May. To the best of my knowledge, and my knowledge is not broad on this subject, when Trick-a-day May was introduced, it was as an incentive for variety artists, and not just magicians, circus performers, jugglers, all kinds of weirdos, for variety artists to increase their skill sets. So that's kind of what I'm going to do this week, this month, maybe this whole dang year. But for the month of May, every day, what I'm looking to do is increase not just my skill set, but maybe yours. Maybe we can make better magic. And what I would like to do is this. I think this is a good form of approach for me. I'm going to take some of the professional working routines that I've known and loved my whole life. In fact, today we're going to talk about a trick I've been doing for 40 years. Wow. So I'm going to take tricks like that, tricks I've been doing a while, and put my mind to work on how I can make them better. And then I'm going to share that with you. And along the way, maybe we'll talk about some history, talk about some methods, and maybe your magic can improve, and hopefully mine will on this journey as well. So I'm not just creating tricks to create tricks. I'm taking tricks that I already know and trying to make them better for not just myself, but future future magicians as well. Hey, as I go into this little number, I want to thank channel member Jake Alves for these wonderful Jubilee cards. He sent them to me. He said they had a New Orleans vibe to them. By gum, Jake, you're right. Look at these gold and purple cards. They have kind of a beige tint. Don't adjust your camera, but the face cards also have a nice purple hue. It's with these cards that we're going to do Trick-a-Day May, trick number 1. Here it is. I'm calling this Conn's 8,216th card trick. And we'll get to that in a minute. I figured this trick could use a decent plot line, and I thought a good plot line, since it's cards, would be gambling. So we're going to talk about Texas Hold'em. To do that, we'll need the best cards in Texas Hold'em and the worst cards in Texas Hold'em. If you know anything about poker, you know the worst cards that you can be dealt is the 7 and the deuce, and I'm hoping that we can have something a little stronger to work with. Yeah, something like the 2 black aces, the pocket rockets, the bullets, and using these 2, as they call them in a game of Texas Hold'em, using these 2 whole cards, will demonstrate Conn's 8,216th card trick. Presuming you get dealt one of the low cards in the game, and here we'll use this. This will be your hand. So let's say you not only have the 7, but also the lowly deuce of clubs. What we'll need to do here is employ Conn's 8,000 and okay, here's what we've learned already. We need better words. We'll work on the words tomorrow. Hey, we got the move done. Look, there's the 7. There's the deuce. Yeah, your partner having the lowly loser. You have the winning ace of spades and ace of clubs. And I think that this is a better approach to doing what is commonly known as the Doc Daly's last trick. I would also hazard a guess that we can make a good segue going from the 7 and the deuce and then going right into, say, a 4 ace routine, proceeding with kind of our gambling flair of skill and, that kind of presentation. So this is what I offer today. In essence, it's this, but we're going to talk about handling too, but it's a unique presentation for Avenue for Doc Daly's last trick. And like I said, this trick has been with me since I was maybe 11 or 12 years old. I stumbled across it on a DVD from Sirocco, and he taught a handling of this. Through the years, I have evolved my handling, and I'd like to give you the details on this classic trick. As I talk about this classic trick, I was looking at it today in the Conjuring Archive website. Over 200 entries. A few of them are mine. I've explored this plot a few times in my life in print. You could go there and look at them. The one that's closest to this is probably Bill Duncan's Dead Man's Hand approach with aces and 8s. He published that in Tub Thumping. But wow, we can go way back to like the 1930s to see the origins of the 2-card transposition. Let me explain it with just the aces as I handle it, and then we'll talk about the Texas Hold'em presentation, which hopefully makes this a little more emotionally appealing to a spectator. So I start by displaying red aces and black aces. We're going to need to get a break for a double lift, and we're going to need to displace 2 of these aces. I manage both of those things through an Elmsley count. This is a standard move in card magic. So I put the reds on top of the blacks. I turn everything over. And as I say a trick with 4 cards, I do the Elmsley count. Now, I'm not going to explain the Elmsley count. I'll do it briefly. I pull 1, I push 2, I take that 1 back. Now, on the 3rd one, I in-jog. I do a little step in, and that's to facilitate getting a break. And I'm going to do that now with my little pinky so that I can lift the top 2 cards as 1. So I'm just going to pick the top 2 cards as 1 and show them. Now, I like to use the divern and push off and some extra handling. You don't have to do that. You can literally just grab them by the top and say, looks, there's the ace of hearts. Here, let me put it under your hand. And so now we just deal the top card, which is actually a black ace. And yeah, those are pretty, huh? Look at those cards. Nice. Put that under their hand. Now we're going to do a double lift off the bottom. Now, if you're a total noob, just put your thumb on here and pull everything else away. That's the bottom two and show it that way. This is a super easy way to do a double lift. What I like to do is this: hold it back with the top thumb, move the top card to the left, slightly exposing the bottom two, pinch those at the bottom, and then as I turn them over, I out jog the double. That's so I can use the forefinger to square up and obtain the break in preparation for another double lift, a dive, earn, and turn down. So now the spectators have seen the two red aces supposedly go under their hand, and now you have the two aces that were supposedly there. You would do whatever hocus pocus you'd like to make the magic happen. They have the black ones. Now, let's go back to, hey, look at my kindred spirit in the house, Jason Maher. I don't know if I'm happy I'm doing this, but yeah, I thought this. Here's what I thought. Time to do something different. So I'm doing something different. I'm doing something every day live on the platform. Should be real interesting when I'm on the road. I'll be on the road 8 days this month. Tampa, Florida, coming your way for the Festival of Magic. That's 10 hours away. And then we're headed to... There he is. I lost you earlier. And then we're headed to Dallas, Texas. Yeehaw! For the Magic Pebble Convention. So that should be a good time. So where were we explaining this little situation? So let me go where I was here at the beginning. I had two black aces on the top of the deck, and then I had the lowly 7 deuce, and then the 2 red aces below that. So all of these 6 cards were conveniently stacked atop of the deck to begin this sequence. And then I did some false shuffles, just leaving those 6 cards on top. Here we are doing the Erden Ace cut. I've talked about this on the channel before, and I'm just not shuffling the top 6 cards. When you're ready to do the 8,216th, and if you haven't got it, that's a play on the Doc Daly's last card trick. We have Doc Daly's last card trick, and then we have Conn's 8,216th trick. It's not quite my last one. I'm not dead yet, so I'm keeping track. Tomorrow will be 8,217. I probably should have picked a better name for this trick. Moving forward, we're going to do slip cuts, which is just putting your finger on the top. As you cut away the bottom card, you hold pressure and slip that top card off. So it'll be one of the aces. And as I do that, I push forward with my finger, and then I push forward with my left finger. So both of those cards are out jogged, and now I can flip them over with grandeur. In expectation, I thought the cards I first produced were going to be the aces. That might have been obvious. That's the way I meant to produce them first. I think it's better to produce the flashy cards before the 7 deuce, which is the same procedure. Slip cut, flip them over, boom. There's our key players introduced with a little bit of a razzmatazz. The 7 and 2 go on top of the 2 black aces as you talk about Texas Hold'em and hole cards. You reverse count those cards, getting your break. You do the double lift, showing the deuce. It goes under the spectator's hand. You do the double off the bottom, showing the other 7. You do your little hocus pocus, chicken bones choke us. Your spectators should be quite surprised to find that they have the winning hand. And that's the approach that I'm advocating today for Doc Daly's last card trick. I hope that information sits well in your brain. That was a lot at once, and here we are, at about 15 minutes in, and I'm thinking this is about as long as these things need to be, 15, 20 minutes. You're going to be seeing my face for the better part of a month. It doesn't need to be, an hour a day. I do answer questions. If you have questions in the comments, leave them in the video, and I'll get back to you there. Also, if you want some of these books or cups, let me know in the comments there. Hey, we're not done yet. I got to go over here. Oh, I didn't. We'll save that for Wednesday. I have baby pictures. We'll do baby pictures Wednesday. Let me go to the wheel of names. I've accumulated over here all the members that have joined me on YouTube. What do we have? Over 100 entries on this wheel of names. The one that we spin will win the aforementioned Percolations book. Where do I click it? Here? Here we go. We're spinning this thing. Yeah, Jason, I'm doing it live every time. Sometimes it'll probably be from a rest area. Should be an interesting experience. Hey, Steve Longmire. I hope you're out there. I hope you're watching. If not, I'll leave a little @ thing in the comment in this video. We're going to get you this package sent your way. That almost brings this experience to an end. I'm not quite done yet because selfishly, I have one more thing to do. Gary, let me open this book. Gary said, "Hey, Doug, I got another book for your thing. I don't think I can use this book." And I don't want to go into like Gary's situation, why I can or maybe can't use this book. But I said, "Gary, I think, yes, congratulations, Steve. Congratulations. We love supporting the channel members that support me. Hey, if you haven't considered it, there's a link in, oh, did I put the link? I don't know if I put the link. Find the channel membership. You get a Discord where we jam live. I'll be there tonight. You get dozens of unique tutorial videos, advanced things that I don't teach in public. And I have other special live sessions that I do. So you could consider that. And then you also get to win cool stuff sometimes. So that's happening on the members area. But yeah, Gary has been a member for a while and the biggest supporter of what I call the Conn Scholarship Program, where we're sending books across the country and across the world. And this week we'll be sending some accessories internationally to Kindred Spirit. I'll announce that Wednesday as my Wednesday lives. I'll intend to be a little bit longer than my daily trick-a-days. But Gary said, "Hey, Doug, I think this book would be good for someone and see if you can find someone for it." And I said, "Yeah, Gary, this book would be good for me." I said, "Before I give this book away," and I will. So this is how you pack media mail. I said, "I'm going to read this one because I haven't yet." So yeah, it's a lot of book. It's not like anyone's going to be getting Rubenstein's Coin Magic anytime soon. But I'm going to be happy to devour this tome. This is the first time I've actually held this book and looked at it. My understanding, it was a modern classic the day that it was published, sort of. Holy cow. This is a dense tome. That is a lot of coin work. And I will be like a kid at Christmas. Man. Not much more I can say here other than wow, and continued thanks to Gary for supporting the efforts of this channel, yours truly, and future generations of magicians. He also sent the book we're going to give away later this week. Wow, that's a lot of giveaways. All right, guys. Hey, look what we did. 18 minutes. I did want to leave time because I know I babble and go quick. I do want to leave time every live to give viewers a chance to question, comment, constructive criticism, that kind of thing. And so I'll hang around for a couple more minutes and then I'll bid you a fond adieu till tomorrow. I'll take note as I wait for comments, questions, and such to come in. I am very much creating these little thoughts, the presentations, the handling tips on a daily basis. So I'm not coming into the next day knowing what I'm going to do. It's very much going to begin the creative process. After I end this episode, I'll do this. What am I going to do tomorrow? How can I make that better? And then I'll take the prop, the routine, the approach, try to add something to it, and I'll share it with you the next day. So that's what I'm doing moving forward. And if you have any comments on that situation, I'm getting creative consultation from Dana confirming what I said earlier. Aces first, 7 deuce first. You can let me know in the comments. Xavier has read the book. Oh, yes. Spectacle. What a wonderful tome that is. Cat, thank you for you as well. Rabbi, yes, Eloise is very likely to be in the house Friday. We've made arrangements to give you a sneak preview. That's one of the pictures I didn't show. So very likely we're babysitting her Friday, and maybe, I don't know. We'll see how my timing works out on these trick-a-days. Some will be at 4 o'clock. Most will be at 4 p.m. Some will be later. Some will be on the road. We'll figure it out together. See, now here's a comment I could debate. I do magic well, but I'm not very creative. Wish I could. I challenge that you can. You know, it's as easy as even just making minute improvements on finger placements, an opening line, the way you look at a spectator. There's so much room for creativity and magic. And if you start applying that muscle just a little bit, I think you'll find it opens up a little bit more for you. As they say, use it or lose it. And the process of using it begets more creativity. So don't knock yourself short. Grease the wheel a little bit. Whee! Matthew Mosley, that's a demerit. The late students, you got a red mark on the. It's all right. I know you'll make up for it. Yeah, all of these will be up for perusal. I'll be leaving. There'll be a playlist. Trick-a-Day May 2023, warts and all. We're gonna leave it up there. Today was an easy one. They won't all be. Sometimes I'll be doing brutally challenging, hard sleight of hand magic. Maybe we'll do that tomorrow. Maybe we won't. Tune in and find out. We're over the 20-minute mark, and that puts me 1 minute later than I planned on being today. I'm going to thank the kindred spirits for hanging out. Congratulations to Steve. I'll see you guys tomorrow, 4 p.m. Trick-a-Day May Day 2. Coming soon, and I'm out. Ciao for now. Quit saying words, Doug.